How y'all doing?
Good.
Everybody.
Sweet. Can I get you both over here?
Good?
Look. I'm here.
Oh. Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
First day in Chicago.
How does it feel?
Feels great. Since it's the first day, getting a taste of what it's like here. Every time I've been here, though, it's been except for when I came in high school, just to visit Chicago. But it's been last time I was here, it was snowing. Today it's raining. I thought we were gonna bring the sun today. I guess not. But no, it's been great. Really exciting. Really happy, and not only to be here with my family and stuff, but also to be able to have Rome Odunze at number 9. It's pretty sick, right? So really happy, really excited, ready to get going.
Caleb, you said many times during the pre-draft process that you wanted to land someplace that cared about ball, that was passionate about it. In the last 24 hours, what kind of perception have you gotten of how this city feels about football and your arrival?
Yeah, I would say the easiest thing is because we have stats on it, is this past, Fanatics, I guess, I believe it was. It came out that I passed up Caitlin Clark's record, which is, I end up, reposting it and saying, well, I guess that's Chicago for you. So that's probably my answer to that is all the love and support is strong. I've heard about it. And so to get it, to get some of that love and support that early is really awesome, really exciting.
Caleb, you've had a lot of attention on you throughout your amateur career.
Yeah.
What do you think about all of that ratcheting up now? The attention, the pressure, the scrutiny, being in the NFL and being here specifically?
I would say just do my job. Don't focus on all of that. I'm always going to have scrutiny. I do things like I paint my nails. I'm always going to have scrutiny over that. I wear funky clothes and things like that. So, just do my job on the football field, win games. I think you win a bunch of games here, you'll make a lot of people in majority happy. So
We heard from Ryan Poles yesterday in the video, your guys' interaction, that he had to wait 5 minutes to turn the pick in, Lee made him do that. And you said you've been waiting 5 months.
Yep.
What was that anticipation process like in getting ready to be drafted by this team? Did you envision just like all of this and what was going to come with it in your draft day?
Yeah, so I watched the Bears a little bit more than I ever have, leading up to this moment throughout the season. So the anticipation part, I've been waiting for that day yesterday, and now that it came true, I'm excited. But I got a couple other goals to hit over the next few years, so I'm excited.
Caleb, does it go through your mind at all that there might be growing pains as a rookie quarterback in the NFL, or do you not even think about that?
I don't think I think about it, to be honest with you. I think about just doing my job, handling the things that I can handle. Dealing with the small things, holding everybody accountable, and everybody holding me accountable. Showing up to work every day, ready to go, and to have fun doing it. If growing pains do come around, it happens with a lot of players, and so you deal with it in that moment, and you handle it. But I don't think about it.
Along the same lines, Caleb. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Cheryl.
When you talk about your nails and you talk about your clothes, is that when you say that you're comfortable in your skin?
Yes. Yes. When I wake up in the mirror, or when I wake up and go in the mirror and look at myself, I'm comfortable with that man that's looking back. I know who I am. I know what I like. I know what I like to do. And with that, I know that I work hard and I enjoy what I do. So I'm very comfortable with who I am, and that's how I go about it.
Along those growing pains.
Y'all walk into a situation that was going to be pressure packed as the #1 pick coming to this franchise. a lot of people would kind of try to temper some of those expectations, not as an indictment on your ability, but just to kind of manage some of the pressure. You kind of went the other way, like 8 Super Bowls, hit all these goals. What is it about you that doesn't want to duck any of the smoke that comes along with the expectations?
What's the reason to duck? It's here. There's no reason to duck. I'm here. Rome's here. Keenan Allen, top 5 defense that we had last year. Special teams, all the new roles, whatever. We're here. So I'm excited. I know everybody's excited. The Bear fans are excited from what I've heard and seen. And there's no reason to duck. Attack it, head first, and go get it.
Caleb, you touched on those growing pains a little bit, but kind of everywhere you've gone, you have the confidence that you are the best. Do you come in here expecting to be great right away?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Obviously, if there's growing pains, you handle them, but that doesn't mean that affects your greatness. There's trials and tribulations that you go through. Why would I go somewhere, work so hard for so many years, and in every situation that I go to, believe I'm the best, and then I get here, and I don't believe that. That doesn't mean that I go around and boast. It doesn't mean that I go around and say that, but the way I handle my work, the way I carry myself every day, how I treat my friends, families, teammates, the faculty, the executives here, the custodians, whatever the case may be, treat everybody, as they are. We're all equal, and everybody should think that they're the best when you do things and you work so hard for stuff.
Caleb, you talked the last couple of days about all the hard work you put in growing up and to get to this point. How much of that was innate and just part of your personality, and how much did you have to learn?
I think it's a process. I would say most of it you have to learn. I don't think anybody's born, with those things. You have to learn and you have to work towards them, and you have to have people around you, that are going to tell you right from wrong, whether it's your family members, mentors, friends, and things like that. And then you take it from there. You make choices of how you're going to be, whether it's actual physical trait of what you do, or whether it's actual something like leadership and things like that. So handling it in those ways and through those lens, you always kind of work for it and work through it.
Caleb, we saw the video message that your mom sent you last night. What was that moment like for you watching that? Yeah, my mom is in here tonight. Over here on my right. It was great. We're a tough family. We don't necessarily give too many, congratulations and moments like that. Because you get to live every day, and you're grateful for that, and we're all grateful for that. But you're working towards something, and so to have this moment, and be a Chicago Bear. Of this, historic, this team that we're building and things like that. So, for her to do that for me, in a 3 minute, I think it was 3 minutes and 33 seconds. For her to record something like that, I heard she choked up a little bit. Also, it gets me, pretty emotional. I tried to hold back the tears, I couldn't. And much love to her. Shout out to my mom. So yeah. Caleb, it's clear that the Bears have known it was you for a while. So how much of this pre-draft process have you been able to actually start learning their offense with Shane and Carey?
None. I've been on phone calls with them, building a relationship, just talking, and that's really been it. It's been a journey, and building these relationships so far, and we got a long way to go. But I'll be learning the playbook here next week. I think they said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or something like that here coming up. So we're excited.
Caleb, how much of your role as a quarterback do you feel in game situations is to make your teammates better, to put the team on your back in crunch time and be the reason the Bears win?
I wouldn't say that the QB position is necessarily to be the reason why the team wins. It's to be a portion of it. There's obviously, 10 other, people in the field when you're on the field. And then, at other times, whether it's special teams, there's 11 people. And then, on defense, there's another 11 on the field. And so it's a team sport. That's why I love this sport so much. But my reason to go out there is to win games. My reason why I play is to win games and win championships. And so I want to be a big portion of it. I want to go out there. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy. I want to do it with my teammates. And so what better place to do it than the Chicago Bears?
How did you get to the place in your life and your career that you're not fazed by any of this? The cameras, the interviews, all this stuff. Obviously, it's going to get bigger and everything, but right now you don't seem fazed by any of this. How did you get to that point?
I would say when you prepare mentally and physically and spiritually for things like this, for moments like this, when you actually are in the moment, you don't feel fazed, you don't feel nervous, you don't feel the butterflies or anything like that. You're ready for it, you're prepared for it. And so, with that and then the help of my support team, my mom, my dad, girlfriend, and team outside of actual football, and then actually the coaches and the people around me that have, my mentors that help instill all these things in me, throughout time, whether it's me watching them or them telling me, right from wrong or good job or bad job. You grow up and you progress. And so, they help prepare me for these moments. And so, the feel of being worried in these moments doesn't ever really cross my mind.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Go Bears.
Rome, how was the flight this morning?
It was great. I flew us, so I got us right, got us here safely, and it's been good.
We saw Caleb crash your Zoom interview yesterday when he finds out that you're going to be his teammate. What was that moment like between you guys backstage when you get to envision this, what you started a couple weeks ago with the workout, now becoming a reality?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal, the little things, before any of us knew how it was all going to play out, that happened before were kind of special to make that moment even more special because, it actually came to fruition. So it's super exciting, to be a teammate of his and to be along this journey together. Something that's special and something hopefully when we're done with our careers we look back on as the first moment that we realized we were teammates.
Sorry, Rome, have you heard from DJ or Keenan Allen since you got picked yesterday?
I believe so. I think they've texted in the group chat that I was in when we did our workout, just congratulating us both. So yeah, those guys have already reached out. Yeah.
Rome, when you played against Caleb, what stood out about his game at USC?
Oh man, it was embarrassing to watch some of the things that he was doing to our defense. So very special and a very unique skill set. When you watch him play, there's things that he can do on the field that you don't see any other quarterback doing. So he brings a unique skill set. And he's very confident in the pocket, very confident, extending a play, and the play's never over till the whistle's blown. You know that.
Ryan Poles said that he was sweating it out, waiting, hoping to get you at 9. What does that mean to you? And were you at all sweating it out, or were you just going to be happy wherever you went?
I definitely had the mindset to, be happy wherever I went. But, in the back of my mind, the Bears visit went tremendously well, and I came into this facility and the attitude and the effort that they put into my visit and to the conversations that we had was incredible. So I knew when that phone call came in that from Illinois that it was going to be the Bears, and I was super excited. So I'm happy he had that sweat to come get me as well. You always want to be somewhere where you're wanted, right? So I want to be here. They wanted me here, and I think that's a good connection to have.
Rome, this year, did you keep track of where people were slotting you kind of in the mock drafts and the rankings? Because you really seem to rise pretty regularly throughout the season as you kind of showed what you could do.
During the season, no, I really didn't. During the season, my number one focus was, making sure I was there for my team and making sure, I was, fully prepared every week to help my team win and go on that national championship run that we did. So during the week, no, but, through the off season, working towards the combine and all those different things, I would look at it every now and then, but I don't put any validity into the draft because, they've never been fully correct, so you never know how it'll work out.
How about those conversations?
What do you?
Rome, I understand it's almost like kismet with you and the Bears because your first jersey was your Urlacher. Devin Hester is your favorite player. your aunt took you to Northwest, from Northwestern, took you to the Air and Water Show. How does it all factor in?
It's crazy. It really is. It's kind of surreal just because, all those things are coincidences, right? But, you start to think about it and it's like, man, is it really a coincidence? You speak into existence, all these different things, these coincidences happen, and now I'm here. It just makes it that much more special, and, it kind of seems like it was meant to be. So to be somewhere, to have that history as it growing up, going to the air show, Devin Hester being my favorite player, first jersey's a Bears jersey in Urlacher, it's almost too good to be true.
What was it about those conversations you had with the Bears that made you feel like this is going so well, this is such a great fit, that you wanted to come here?
I feel like they truly did their research on me, honestly. I think they really understand what I could bring to the offense and what I can bring to this organization. And when I was having those conversations with them, it wasn't like I felt, they hadn't missed anything about me and who I was as a person and who I was as a player. So I appreciated that. I did my research as well on them, knowing that, who I was coming into with and who they were trying to get in the draft and who was already in the wide receiver core as a whole. So, I think we had that mutual respect for one another that created a great visit.
Doing your research on them, I'm sure even beyond last year, this is a team that was built for so long on defense. To see the investment that they made yesterday, not only with Caleb but with you and what they're building offensively, what kind of feeling do you get coming into a unit like that?
Excited, excited to attack, really. It really reminds me of, all the key pieces that I had in college and the pieces coming together for the incredible seasons that we had. It really, feels that same feeling, having so many weapons on offense, bringing in a guy like Caleb, which, at the helm of it all, allows us to do so many different things. So I'm super excited for the, attack mindset that we'll have on offense, the explosiveness that we can bring to any football field, and I think it'll be special.
How do you describe your experience last season with Washington of going on that climb and winning the Pac-12 and winning the college football playoff game and playing for the college football national championship? What was that journey like last season?
It was great. It was a lot of adversity, a lot of perseverance through some tough times, and I think through a lot of doubt as well. You guys are over here on the east side of the country, so I don't know if you guys were staying up to watch our games. So a lot of people counted us out and continue to do so all the way up until the very last game. So we had that chip on our shoulders, knowing that the only thing that mattered was what was in that locker room and the effort that we put forward and invested in one another. So, through a lot of that adversity, through that perseverance, we believed in one another, and I think that can take you a long way.
You mentioned, playing with some pretty good players in Washington. What did you see how did you see defenses get stressed by the fact that you had other really good receivers? And if you thought about what that could look like this year with Keenan and DJ?
Absolutely. I'm stepping out of a very good wide receiver core into another great one. So for me, it's very reminiscent of that exact same situation. And I think when you have a wide receiver core like this and a quarterback who can throw the ball anywhere on the field from any body position from anywhere on the field, it just creates too many problems for defenses. It puts a lot of holes in defenses, and you have a lot of solutions for different coverages. So just having that availability and having a wide receiver core that can out there and make plays and a quarterback to make plays at any given moment, it's hard for any defense to completely game plan for that.
Do you enjoy the challenge of potentially changing or being part of the group that changes the perception or the reality of the Chicago Bears, that the offense has been inconsistent at best through the years? I mean, you guys have heard that. Do you like that idea of changing it around?
Definitely. I come from Seattle where people thought, how can you have an offense like we did, #1 passing in the nation when it rains like that? And how can you compete through those conditions? And, people say it's cold and it's not the environment to have success out here in Chicago. And for me, I don't have that mindset at all, to be able to come in here and for us to do exactly what we say we're going to do. And that's have a lot of success on offense and put points on the board to win games and play team-oriented football. So we're going to play our part to a T on the offensive side of the ball, and everybody's perception I think will continue to shift.
When you stayed late at the combine trying to perfect that 3-cone drill, why? What is that? What did that mean to you? That moment trying to get that straight?
I think for me, I had told everybody that I was going to finish the combine and I was going to compete in everything that I did. So when I was going through that process, they weren't giving me a time because they didn't say I was doing the drill exactly how they wanted it done. So to me, I wasn't leaving that field till I had completed every single task that I said I was going to complete. And that's just me as a man. I feel like I hold my word very, very sternly and doing what I say I'm going to do. And it was my goal to go out there and compete at every single thing in the combine, so I wasn't going to leave the field till I was done.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you.